Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. I'm your host VGMKoren, and in the last one we got the Power Glove, we got the Pendant of Power, and now we're off to do something completely unrelated to saving the world. Because we've been told, I believe, that there is something on the eastern side of the world. I actually can't remember if we were told anything about that, but that's where we're going because I remember something's over there. So, you know, that's kind of how this works. I can't actually remember if you can pick up big rocks with just the Power Glove or not. Yes, you can. Big rocks, well, first they make Link squat a little bit, and then you can pick them up after a while. Sometimes they hide interesting things down here, like rupees. Check out the cave east of Lake Hylia. Strange and wonderful things live in it. Well, okay, so now we know exactly what I was talking about earlier, so that's great. And yes, you can open all these pots, steal his life savings, and leave. I mean, I think that's actually an okay payment for the fact that we just, you know, saved his home from being crushed by a rock. Unless he liked that rock, in which case, well, I did everything wrong. Not that that would be anything new. Now, you might have seen that black rock back over there. That black rock you actually cannot do anything about yet. It is still too heavy for Link's girly arms to handle. And how does a glove increase your strength anyways? Not important. What is important is running across the world. This is something you'll be doing a lot in A Link to the Past, is just running across the world map and looking for something. Or looking for, well, yes, something. Let's see, we're going over here, and we're currently down here. So it's a bit of a trek to where we're going, but that's okay. And honestly, this is one of the things that actually makes Link to the Past feel like it has a bigger world than it does, is you have to run across it constantly. Now, a lot of games have much bigger worlds, but they'll put in fast travel, which always makes the world feel smaller than it actually is, mostly for the fact that you can just, you know, leave. You can leave anytime you like. I do not like anything of what's going on. I am getting shot in the butt. So yeah, Link to the Past actually does not have the biggest world, but because it actually has a, it has no fast travel mechanics because, well, this is the Super Nintendo era and they didn't have those, it feels bigger. Double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. I am making mushroom brew, I am. That was not nearly feminine enough for her. I will change that if we ever talk to her again.
Red is the medicine of life. Green is the medicine of magic. Blue knows life and magic. Here, taste a sample of the red potion. Heh.
Alright, so basically this is another fairy fountain, and yes, those potions, as you could see, you can buy them and use them with your pots, and you will be able to heal yourself. However, at this point in the game, they're not really worth it because fairies are free and fairies revive you from dying. Both very important things. Okay, you can't actually pick up those rocks yet, which is interesting. Alright, so the Waterfall of Wishing is just around the corner. Now, you might have noticed something there. We can't get back because we can't pick up these rocks, though we might be able to blow them up. You know what? I need to test this. Can I blow those rocks up, or am I just... Okay, no. Alright, you can't deal with those rocks yet, so if you jump down here, you might not realize it, but you can't actually get back the same way you came. Or, you probably can. I'm probably wrong. There's probably some way of dealing with those that I didn't realize and was too dumb to figure out. But, you know. You know. Alright, we're gonna pick up that rock. Now, in this area, you notice you can walk on lightly colored water, but not, of course, on darkly colored water. Darkly colored water is the bane of heroes. And it actually doesn't damage you. I thought it did. Well, I've been wrong before. Zoras, that's what these are, take 4 hits to kill, and I just don't want to deal with them. So I'm not going to. Ooh, a piece of heart. How do you get over there? Alright, so this is actually going to be the main point of this episode, is there's interesting things that you can get over here that I remember because I got stuck here forever when I was a kid, not knowing what to do. And we have hit a dead end because I'm terrible. You can also knock Zoras off into the water and then they'll spawn fish for no real coherent reason. I don't know. I'm really bad at walking too. So, you know, all things to keep in mind. Alright, so dashing can actually be great here because, well, you're in water and it makes you dash slower, but, you know. This is actually a gigantic screen now that I think about it. I mean, look at this. This is huge. Alright, can I skip? No, of course not. You can never take the easy way out in Zelda. It just doesn't work, except for one situation which we may or may not see. I don't know. That was foreshadowing, and I remembered the word this time. Okay, Zoras are really not interesting. Oh god, I took the wrong path. Trust me when I say that you do need to come over here and do this. It is important, even if I'm just being terrible. And of course, the longest path, or what looks like the longest path, would be the right one. I mean, what am I thinking? This is a Nintendo game. You're always supposed to pick the paths that look like they're going to be the toughest, and they'll be the ones that reward you. Oh, so here we come over here, and it's a giant whirlpool fish.
Whoa, what do you want, little man? Do you have something to ask of me?
I want the flippers. I just dropped by.
Whoa, I don't just give flippers away for free. I sell them for 500 rupees a pair. What do you do?
I'll pay 500 rupees.
One pair of flippers coming up. I will give you a free bonus with your purchase. I will let you use the magic waterways of the Sea Folk, which link lakes and rivers. When you see a whirlpool, dive into it. You never know where you'll surface.
Well, you bought Zora's flippers. With these, you should be able to swim even in deeper water, or even in deep water. And he leaves forever, never to be seen again. And obviously, I just lied there. I made a big deal about Link to the Past not having fast travel, and then we immediately get introduced to fast travel. Because I'm a winner. I told you I didn't remember this game very well, and maybe I should just stop talking out of my butt. You know, maybe that's just what I should do. Anyways, as you can see, Link now swims, and it's kind of painfully slow, so we're not going to do that. Except when we have to, but there are plenty of situations where we have to. That getting it at this point in the game is easily the best thing you can do. Now, I believe that you can easily get over there if you aren't dumb like me and if you take a waterfall down. So that piece of heart is over there, but we're ignoring it. I told you that I wouldn't be getting everything, and that piece of heart, I just want to be out of Waterland. I really do. Maybe we'll come back for it some other day. Can I swim inside this waterfall? I feel like I can swim inside waterfalls in this game. Now you might notice, that whirlpool isn't disappearing. Okay, what is it? Well, it must be one of those things that I said didn't exist in the game, because I'm great. So if you get in a whirlpool, you'll teleport, or this whirlpool particularly, over here. Where is over here, you may ask? I have no idea. I have no idea where we are right now. Wait, we have a map for this purpose. Alright, so we're in the bottom southwest corner of the map. That's good to know. Alright, there's actually a couple more things I want to do before we make our way on. First is this. Alright, Pond of Happiness. Throw some rupees in and your wishes will surely come true. Do you want to throw rupees? Throw a few rupees. Throw all the rupees. Your happiness increased 20 rupees. In total, your happiness is 20. You became happier by 1 step. For your reference, today you will have great luck. Alright, so this is actually a thing, and I'm going to show this off. I might not actually do it all the way, but what you can do is, when you come here, you can pay money, more Pond of Happiness stuff, throw a few, 20 rupees, and it'll keep giving you this message that you'll get happier and happier and have good luck, etc. I don't actually know if those luck things change the game at all, or even noticeably, but what you can do is you can keep throwing in rupees, and after a certain amount of time, something will happen. I think it's 100 rupees, so we're just going to do that twice more. Oh, and we'll have big trouble. That's great. Okay. 60 rupees. This is great commentary. Yeah. Legend of Zelda Link to the Past is actually filled with things like this, where it's not really explained what you can get and what you can do, but you can find things like this that if you just keep going with, you'll eventually get something out of. Did that make any sense? What I mean to say is it has tons of optional upgrades and equipment and things like this where you have to really stick with it to actually learn and get something. I think it's 100 rupees for this. If it's not, yes it is. I will make your wish come true. I want to carry more bombs. I want to carry more arrows. Bombs are more useful than arrows. Then I will increase your carrying capacity so you can carry 15 bombs at maximum. This is just a small happiness I can give you. The other costs more money. And yeah, you can actually keep doing that and spend hundreds of rupees and upgrade both your bomb and your arrow capacity by significant amounts. So that's one big reason you want to get this early on, especially if you use the bow or bombs a lot. Now, I usually upgrade my bombs and then kind of don't worry about it. Actually, we will go back through this portal because I think what I'm doing next, or where I'm going next, is closer over here than it is over there. And yeah, I like to get bombs because bombs actually open up things in dungeons. You can not be able to do things if you don't have bombs. Can I just hop on that island, or is it literally... Okay, it's literally just a heart piece floating out there, which we can't get to yet, so I'm not even going to bother pretending that we can get to it. One thing about Zelda games, if you can't get to it and it seems like you'll be able to get to it later, you will be able to get to it later. Now, there's something I'm looking for here, and it may take me just a minute to find it, or maybe not, depending. Okay, now, I remember I'm going to go up, and if I don't find what I'm looking for... Aha! Oh, wait. Yes? Maybe? I don't know. Let's go ahead and jump in the water here, and no, we can't get past this. Okay, that's good to know. I also kind of just jumped before I looked, which is never something you really should do. Trying to remember where things are in Legend of Zelda. I remember this mostly because they actually did the exact same thing in Link Between Worlds, and so I remember that this is a thing. But we need to find somewhere to jump into the water, and that... I'm not sure where the closest location we can jump into the water is. Now, it's going to be past this bridge, I'm fairly sure. Or maybe not. Maybe everything will just be bad and I'll feel terrible forever. You know what? I'll figure it out later. Usually you can do something with this bridge right here, but no one cares. No one cares that much. Why is there a knight with a sword in a bush? I don't understand anything anymore. Actually, I think that might be something you can only do later as well. Because you're supposed to get in the water, swim under the bridge, you'll get a nice little reward out of it. You know, basic things that happen when you swim under bridges. I mean, that's what happens when I swim under bridges. I don't know about you. So, we need to go to the aptly named... crap. And we're back. Apparently my recording equipment just decided to throw a little bit of a hissy fit right there. As you could see, I don't know what that was actually about. But, well, we're back. We're back. Everything's good for now. Not forever, probably, but for now. And as you might notice, we're back in Kakariko Village. You end up coming back here a lot, but there's really not a whole lot of point in us being here right now. I'm kind of just cutting through this area because, well, I know there are faster ways to Death Mountain, and I probably just ran the entirely wrong way, but, you know, I'm a winner that way. It's great. It's great for you. It's great for me. Alright, so now we are going to go north of Kakariko Village. Now, if you try and come here earlier, if you try and get this pendant second, I believe that there are rocks in the way. I'll definitely reference those, and over here you might notice some water you can jump in. And you should always jump in water and jump in whirlpools to see where they'll take you. So it's not really fast travel so much as portaling, and it's not near as convenient as fast travel, so where are we? Oh, we are in the southeast corner of the map. I don't want to be here at all. In fact, I probably won't be using these water teleportations much. I never did as a kid because they're just really inconvenient and out of the way for pretty much everything. And by the time that you actually, quote-unquote, need them to get around the map, you have better ways of getting around, kind of. Danger! Do not enter Death Mountain without the king's permission. Well, screw the king, we're entering Death Mountain. But wait. What? Are you okay? It's a crab that apparently just craps out rupees. That's okay. Oh, and I killed it by stepping on it, or it just died. I don't know which one. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, hey. There was a bomb in that bush. I don't understand Hyrule. It's weird. There are bombs in bushes. There are knights in bushes. What is this place? Anyways, I was trying to get hearts there, but to no avail.
Yo, Link, a mysterious fog has recently fallen over the forest. We have to be careful.
And do you say anything different?
Maybe it's nothing, but this tree feels kind of strange as we cut it.
You probably shouldn't cut trees that feel strange. The House of Lumberjacks, A. Bumpkin, and B. Bumpkin. Alright then, Legend of Zelda. Bumpkin then. They're bumpkins. I have nothing to say about that. Anyways, as you might have guessed, because this... Oh. Well then, everything is bad and the piece of heart is over there. Let's see if we can't find the entrance to that. No, okay. Well, in that case, I guess we'll just have to go to Death Mountain then. I mean, I can't get the piece of heart, I can't visit the nice-sounding fairy, unless there's something over here. Nope, this is the Lost Woods. We don't want to be here yet. Let's just turn right around. Turn around and never come back for at least an episode or two. Or, you know, maybe one. I don't know. This tree is conspicuous. Let's charge into it. Oh god, there were bees in it. I made a huge mistake. Everything is bad. Oh my god. Oh hey, it's another one of the crab crabs. Everyone loves crab crabs. Anyways, so you once again come to a dark and scary place. I think actually I kind of vaguely... Oh god, now I'm going to have to hear beeping. Now we're all going to have to deal with beeping because of the bees and because I'm terrible at this game. At least until I die and the fairy puts us out of our misery, but not before then. Alright, so I do actually remember this. Getting to Death Mountain is a little bit tricky because you have to navigate this blind hallway, chasm, cave thing that's just terrible. But thankfully, the paths that dead end rather quickly, so if you're lost, well, just exhaust all your options and oh hey, I don't know who you are, but if you keep going up to the top of the mountain, will you take me with you? I lost my lamp, so... And then he just follows you around, because he's old and that's what old men do. Old men follow you. Oh, watch your step. There are holes in the ground. Could you turn right here? Young man, are you also going to the mountain to look for the golden power? Just ahead is a mountain full of monsters. Many people have vanished in this mountain while looking for the golden power. I don't want to steer you wrong, so please don't get too involved in such a mad quest. The golden power. Well, that sounds sufficiently ominous. Okay. I can't take it. I really just can't take it anymore. We are... No, get in my face. Okay. So, yeah, if you actually use fairies, you will have to run into them. And you can actually recatch them, but that's a kind of nice feature if you didn't mean to let your fairies out. But, yeah, the beeping in this game is one of the most obnoxious noises. And if you... Oh, there must be a heart in the bottle. Well, okay. Thanks, that's great. I guess I'm glad you knew that. Turn right here. You know, I have a granddaughter who is your age. The king took her to the castle and she never returned. Kidnapping those maidens must be part of the wizard's plot. I'm sure he is trying to somehow use the power of the descendants of the wise men. Thank you, exposition old man. You've cleared up much of this story for us. And for that, I won't murder you, even though I murder most people I meet. It's kind of just the thing I do. But anyways, yes, that is actually a lot of the plot of this game, and now we're on top of a mountain, which has stars coming out the bottom of it. It's kind of ridiculous. Oh, and there are giant rocks trying to crush you, so good luck. The missing maidens are still alive somewhere. I believe that a hero will rescue them. I wait for that day. Oh, these are dangerous times. I talked too much. Anyway, thank you for your kindness to an old man like me. Oh, I want to give you this. If you wander into a magical transporter, gaze into this mirror. He gave you the magic mirror. This mirror is blue, clear, and beautiful. You feel like it is going to absorb you into another world. That's not a hint at all. And of course, the old man made us get hit by rocks. I hate him. I hate him so much. Anyways, if you come in and talk to him, the wizard has deceived the king, and now he is trying to open the way to the dark world. To complete your quest, you will need the moon pearl, which is in the tower on top of the mountain. All I can do for you now is to comfort your weariness. Come back here anytime. And he acts as a fairy, so Apparently, you know, female fairies are just giant and skimpily clothed, and male fairies are old and have terrible voicing. But, you know, I don't actually remember if there's anything over here, but we are going to check out and steal, of course, his life savings because, well, why not? Why not? Now then, one thing to keep in mind, actually, is that how did he know what our quest was? We just met him. He has no idea of our intentions or what we're doing. This, you know, this is probably the way we're supposed to go. This is probably the way we're supposed to go, and I should have taken a look outside first. But we're just going to go ahead and do that real quick. And watch, that's not going to be the way we're supposed to go. I'm going to have to come back here, and everything is going to be bad. This is how I play games. I get a feeling like, I think this is the right way, and I turn around. I turn around and leave immediately. And, okay, we're climbing the mountain, and obviously this is the right way to go, and there's just probably something at the end of that cave. Alright, well then, in that case, terrible as I am, if you want to see what's in the back of the old man's cave, that doesn't sound right at all. But if you want to see that, then you'll have to join me in the next one when we climb Mount Doom and maybe meet more people who tell us about our quests, even though that— Stop hitting me with rocks! Just stop it! No! No! No!